Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here of Gregtech Community Edition Unofficial. Last time we got ourselves this distillery tower going. I started getting some of it set up to be able to process it. So I can now process stuff into light fuel, which then I'll be able to pump out the back here. And I've actually got it pumped straight into a generator for now to help power the setup over here. We're going to have to do a little bit to that, considering I think what I'm going to do to be able to power it, we hop down here, this side, so this can accept 2. So this needs to be a ×4 cable, and I don't have too much left. So I'm hoping, probably what I'll do is I'll tear down this setup over here, because it's pretty wasteful in my opinion. When it comes to how things are, I really need to get stuff set up to kind of just be all meshed together, and maybe like a 2x2 area like this, and have it powered in the back, and then whatever needs to be pumped out of it gets pumped out the top, and certain things that go from one to the next get pumped out a different way. So but we do need more of those cable because I did run out of those. However, we're going to start working on getting some more of that done. I am waiting on a couple different materials to process, but we're going to get that set up while we wait for some of it, because I believe we do have some stainless steel cooked up here. We're going to get that tossed on in. We do need to remove our oxygen tank here and put down our nitrogen. Let that go ahead and do its thing. Those will start going. So we'll go ahead and plop our oxygen right back over here for now. We're going to go get those compacted, and we just need to come over here every once in a while, make sure we dump some more in there, because that's going to take us 40 seconds per. So, don't know if we'll get the other thing done that I wanted to get done. But I did need a bunch more of the steel, because I need to make 2 more chemical reactors and 3 more electrolyzers. And I want them all to be low voltage, because that's going to be the most energy efficient. So let's look at this. We have our low voltage chemical reactors. Very simple recipe. I do have some processors in here to be able to finish those up. I believe we're just looking for 10 cables, machine holes, and the rotors, which I believe I've got the rotors already finished. But in the meantime, since I'm going to need plenty of them, just get all those covered. Go check on that machine. I'm pretty sure I put the motors in, or the rotors in. Yeah, put them in previously, but just forgot to pull them out. And then, of course, I do actually think we're going to need more 10 cables than what is previously suggested, so we'll grab that. We do need a total of 5 more machine holes, so that's going to be 40. Of these plates rolled out. I should have some rotors or motors. Yep, just waiting on those machine holes now. As for this one, we do need gold wire. So, needing that many, we're going to need 1, 2, 6 of them. So wait till that's finished. Let those get popped right back into the system. Go ahead and cover some more of those. Get our 10 cables out. Put the malachite away over here for now. Looks like that's done. I'm going to go get that washed up while we wait for those things. Pop this on into the mixer and start some more stainless steel in there. now that we've got that, we just need to come over here. May not be able to get all of them just yet. We can start popping those in there. There's 3 of those. Means we can get our 1 and 2 more chemical reactors. Get 1 more of those. Still waiting on the rest of the plates, obviously. Do that. Ooh, what were we out of? Those are processors. I do want the microprocessors, look at that. So we need yellow, red. Oh, we need more plastic boards though, and I don't think I have any iron chloride for that whipped up. Do I? I do have iron chloride, I just need some copper. Pretty easy. So if we need 6 per, 12 will do 2. It should be 6. No. Yeah. Do 24. That's not right. So that does 2. 4, 6. That should be all I need. Go use the little bit faster metal bender over here. So let's look at that one more time. Nanoprocessor. Is it microprocessor? This microprocessor. So blue, yellow, so all the basic ones. Fine copper wire and CPUs. So we got 2 fine copper wire. Is that all we need for a craft? Yeah, which is all we need for now. We got 1, 2, the basic yellow should be in there still. We got the CPUs. So take that on out. 1 of those finish. Let's go get the ashes put away. And then the only other thing we need is we need a couple more fluid filters. Look up my zinc. Honestly, don't remember why I have that on autocraft, but looks like we're missing chrome for this now. Let's see if we can find some more of that. We'll be right back after I get the last of this stuff. Alright, we are back here. Only gonna have one problem, and that's the cable stuff. But we can set it up without that for now. In fact, I can actually grab out a couple of batteries that I have to help run it for a second. So I'll grab that one out. I swear another one of these has one somewhere. No? We'll just sneak in here and grab out of the bat box. This one only uses 1 anyways, so we'll grab those. Okay. So basically the goal of this is, so these are all pretty much set already. Now, this one, I'm going to have to pull up my screwdriver to access. This one will do the heavy fuel. This one does the naphtha. And this one down here is doing the sulfuric gas. And so what we're going to do, we can just go ahead and plop down our chemical reactors there and right there, and they will start filling up. Now, the one other thing we've got to make sure is filtered out. On the top here, you'll see, put on these two filters first. But on the top, we have to filter hydrogen. I am going to filter both hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide out of this because we want it to be both ways. It only lets those two fluids come from both faces, so that we don't end up getting our fuels or oils, processed oils, mixed into it. So, and then on this side, you should be able to see if I pull the screwdriver back out, I do have a fluid pump cover there. So now that we've got all of those, I'm going to go ahead and set this on top right there. We're going to go grab ourselves a bucket, not a bucket, a cell full of, looks like I don't have any cells on me actually. So I will go grab a bucket of hydrogen. I want 2 buckets realistically. So we're just going to bring this whole thing over, because the fun part about the way this all works is that it basically will infinitely let you run the process. But you need enough in here to basically keep going. So we'll do 4 buckets like the other one. Because what you do is this will pull out, you'll get heavy fuel, and you'll get hydrogen sulfide when it processes through. So we'll go ahead and put the battery in to help it process. You'll watch it'll use 2 buckets of hydrogen, and it will use, and then you get H2S, which is hydrogen sulfide. And so now if I take this and I put it on the filter here, and I'm going to put it on all of the other filters while I can. And then I dump that up here. It will now put a battery in there. It's now able to process it through, and you get our 2 hydrogen back with some sulfur up top. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure the output is on the top for all of these, the bottom for all of the electrolyzers, screwdriver and screwdriver, and now it should automatically go through the process. It's not. And drain. Come on. Automatic pump out. That was my issue. So now we're automatically making heavy fuel. So all I'm going to have to do is get a pump, a tank on either side, and I can do it with all of these. So we'll do the same exact setup. Do want to pull the battery out so we're not using all this battery power for no reason. Make sure that's oriented where it needs to be. Grab out our bucket. Make sure hydrogen is on there and on there. And we take that, dump it out, get the energy in there, energy in there. So 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And then if I put the battery in there, that'll start up too. So make sure they're all set to the bottom. Make sure it is set to auto export. And then screwdriver it to accept inputs from output side. Alright, we put the screwdriver away now. And then now we'll be filtering it all out into whatever fuel it is. So like I said, I just need to get 3 more of these super tanks to fill up, put a pump in on every side, and then what I'll probably do is the same kind of thing here. Pump it out the back and down into wherever we need it. I'm hoping to get this fixed up to where instead of having it do the medium, is it a medium generator? Yeah, the medium generator that I have currently down there. What the plans are is I'm going to put a big old group of the high voltage generators down there, and then just run stuff up, do transformers on the areas that I need, specifically right here. So what I can probably do actually is I'll transform it into low voltage or medium voltage power, put one of them here because you only need one there, and then the other 3 can actually get transformed down, and I'll get one of the 3 will go to these 2, and the other of the 3 will go to these 2. So that'll set up all of the processing for all of that, which will be pretty nice. I can go put these batteries away, which I believe it's 2 in here. And then I need 1 for the... 1 can go in the big old bat box back over here. That's not the bat box. Where is the bigger bat box at? Is it over here? Nope. It's over here, isn't it? Yes. So dump those in there. Alright. I'm going to put these batteries away too. Now the other thing I wanted to get made today is actually why I needed this chrome, and I'm hoping... how do I gotta cook this up? In the blast furnace. So we're going to see how much of that stainless steel we went through. Looks like we actually ran out of fuel here. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna pull the stainless steel out because that's the first thing I want done is those. Now the best part about moving my setup over here is I can just come over here to grab fuel instead of all the way down there. Now I am going to have to do something to get those barrels or super tanks pretty soon because I'm going to start running low on fuel sources. To grab that screwdriver back out, turn these where they need to be. Alright, that should get us... It's going to make us 1 more stainless steel, and then this takes... says 60 seconds with copper nickel, so it should be 30 seconds. But the other thing I wanted to make today, just because getting mineral or resources has become a little bit of a pain, so I wanted to get one of these. And to do that, we need 3 of these, because this does require 1, 2 gold cables, some HV machine holes, 3 heavy motors, which we can go auto craft those up in just a second. But this one is what requires some chrome rods, which we only need 1 of. So that'll actually be all we need there. And then we need an Eye of Ender, which I believe I should still have some. So I'm going to start by letting some motors auto. We don't even need the motors to autocraft, but we're going to anyways, because those are to make my generators. I'd like those left in there. So got 9 pieces in there now. Let's go look at how much we actually have overall. Here We only got 12 of them whipped up so far. Okay. So got all that back in there. That'll keep going. This is the one thing I was thinking about. I was wanting to get the cracking unit done, but I'm like, there's no way I have enough stuff for that. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the lathe. And then 4 in the bending machine. Put those away in the chest. Or the thing. And now, if I look at the miner, we just need that. So that gets us 1. Perfect, we only had 1 of those left. And then we need 2 more gold cables. So we got those 2. And then we need 8 more of the stainless steel to make our machine casing. So we'll let those press out. We'll go get our machine casing. And then I think we're going to have to make a generator too. So we are going to have to wait a little bit longer for the machine to process 8 more. That away, get our large gear. And then I'm thinking we have a big old stainless steel drum. Don't remember where I put it. I think it's over on that machine over there. Which I think I would rather see if there's a way. No, it's not. Where did I put the stainless steel drum at? It's not over here. It's not in there. Oh, it's right here. I figured this is probably the best one to use for that. What we can do... What we got in this glue? We don't need that much more glue. So we're going to go grab some more fuel in this to put on that ore processing generator, and we will get a big old amount of fuel from here. Put on the ore processing, and this one will be for our mining. So 2 gears. We have 8 more of these. We don't quite have 8. Just a tad short. Let's go make our... It's 5. We got 6. Yeah, we're still short there. Go make our machine hull. And then our advanced miner. Alright, there's the advanced miner. Let's grab out 2 more cables. 1, 2, 5. And what else did we need for the combustion engine? So we got everything. We even have the 1 more extra or high voltage circuit we need. So literally it's just for waiting on stainless steel. So I'll be back when that's done. Alright, we got our turbo combustion engine, stainless steel, that, and some storage drawers. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick nap. We're gonna go over to one of the ore veins that we do need to go get some more of, which is banded iron. So I'm just gonna jump on over here. It's right up there. I'm gonna get this set up, see kind of how it works. Now, from the sounds of it, it only mines the ore. So what you're supposed to do, you should come over to where the ore chunk is. I should have marked exactly where it is. Okay, and then you look for where it says the center. This is the center. So we pick that up, put that there, put that there. Says it needs power. So we're gonna put our power there. And go. Supposedly, this should go through. Because the radius is 24. Let's see on here. Because I believe 24 is not actually that big. Like, I don't think it's going to mine the entire ore vein. But there we go. We already got some, it's like malachite and some brown limonite in here. Wonder kind of how fast this thing works. It's got to be pretty fast. It says it's starting at... Well, there we go. It is working properly. Let's see if we can do this, though. I don't know if this will keep this rendered. See how well my computer handles this. Shouldn't actually be too bad. Got quite a bit of... No, it's getting a little bit bad. So we will maybe do down to 20. We should be fine. As it reloads. There we go. Sweet. So now I'll be able to place this down. Supposedly there's a way to do some chunk loading. That was the only thing that I was seeing. P2P tunnels. Can't do that. It's the only thing I wasn't sure how to do exactly. It's the super miner. Digital miner. So we've made the thing here. So you need power. Charged batteries may work, but they will also run out, so it's a bit inconvenient. Build a drum with some sort of fuel. Got that. Generator, screwdriver. Chunk load all 9 chunks in the ore vein with FTP utilities. So I guess what I can do is this. Okay. And then it's this one. Just like that. And that should work. Chunk load, supposedly. Okay. Enable force with shift left click. Okay, so if I do shift... There we go. I want to do that with my base, so whenever I come out to check it out, it should be loaded. So let's go check out doing that, because that's the only thing about coming back, is that I'm not quite sure how well this is doing with making sure the blast furnace is working anytime I walk away. But I needed to get that done because this hammer is kind of screwing me over now. Or not hammer, the drill. It's the hammering enchantment that's kind of screwing me over. Because without looting, I'm pretty sure looting affects it. But without looting, it basically ends up reducing the ore double to nothing. And you can't get your very first ore processing, so like you can't get this piece here when you crush stuff, so it actually becomes a little bit of a problem. So it's one issue that I keep having with this. So now what I want to do Now that I know that, we'll go ahead and claim all of these chunks here. I don't really think I need all that many chunks force loaded, but we'll do all of it just to make sure nothing ends up getting left out. So whenever we walk away, all of these machines will still keep running. And that machine should hopefully still keep running too, which means I can actually come back and reduce this back down to 12, which should really help, and probably reduce this too. It's actually one of the things recommended for recording is making sure you're, well, it doesn't want to do what I want it to do, so we'll leave it there. There we go. Yeah, it feels way smoother now. So that's it for today. Got ourselves that set up. I just need some super tanks, which I'll actually be able to steal my water one back here soon if I just make a water cover. It's one of these here, infinite water covers. Just require 2 pumps, a cauldron, and a circuit, and we'll get a water cover that we can just plop down on any of our machines and have infinite water. But get myself some super tanks. We'll wait for that miner to be done so I have some more materials, and next time we'll get into cracking some of our new oils that we're getting distilled out of that big old distillery tower. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!